Hi guys, welcome to a full recap of Golden Bachelor Australia 2025 Episode 3. Welcome to another week of romance, roses and incredible gowns. It's Golden Bachelor time. We begin tonight a long way from the mansion, with host Samantha Armitage and the Golden Bach himself, Bear, enjoying a leisurely horse ride. We're on our way to a group date. Bear grew up horse riding and thinks it shows an ability to let go, so off we trot. And by we, I mean Terry, Laura, Katrina, Bianca, Lauren and Kim. Lauren, who need I remind you arrived to the mansion on a stallion, thinks she's a shoo-in for some one-on-one time after this. But just to be really sure, Lauren's got her bikini on under her shirt and is willing to take measures into her own hands. I'm going to take my top off and see if I can get his attention, she explains, and that she does. Then comes a chance to, muster cattle? A real curveball in what is meant to be a romantic stroll. Bianca, whose mustering experience simmers down to putting mustard on a burger, has absolutely no idea what she's doing. She spends her time making unconventional noises and wondering why her animal isn't moving how she wants it to. My horse clearly hates love, she laments. But she keeps trying and yee-hawing to the end, which impresses Bear enough to secure her alone time. Thankfully, she has time to brush her helmet hair before they sit down in a very romantic spot underneath the stars. Bear loves that he can have a joke with Bianca, but is hoping some alone time will help them go a little deeper. She totally gets that and opens up about using humor as a deflection tactic, before revealing her decade-long journey with IVF. Why did you want to have a one-on-one date? She finally asks. There's so many women in this mansion who could possibly make you really happy. And you're one of them, he replies. Bear thinks Bianca is special, even if she doesn't always see it herself, and to prove that he presents her with a rose. And a kiss. Single date. We spy a bachelor with his guns out. Bear's organized a single date with Gara, a successful career woman who wants to find someone to share life with. The plan is yoga, but not just any yoga. Once they've enjoyed the dogs and the downward dog, they settle for a picnic under a tree. Bear sure is enjoying his fair share of picnics, isn't he? Gara doesn't have children and has focused a lot on her career, so she's a little worried about their different life experiences. But Bear respects that, and they're now both here in the same place looking for the same thing. It ends with a gift. Not a puppy, sadly, but a rose and another kiss. While Bear and Gara get their yoga on, Sam pops into the mansion for a ladies' lunch. Time for wine, cheese and some DMS. After horror dating stories, talk turns to first loves and Terry says she used to think her ex-husband was her forever. But one day, her sons came home from a day at the Royal Melbourne show and said, "Mom, we met Dad's girlfriend today." She remembered how she would wake up, drop her children at school, then return home to hide in her safe space wardrobe until it was time to pick them up again. Then I had a lightbulb moment, going, I deserve more than what he was doing, she says. The tale gets even Sam teary. Everybody goes through and life is hard and messy and there's not a person on the planet who doesn't feel like that or go through that, she says. You kind of wear it like a badge of honor. I know I wear some of my grief now like a badge of honor. You've been through crap, you've survived it. Jan can relate too, as she recounts an ex's 3-year affair. On her 40th birthday, he promised the affair was over for good, but then he went away and when Jan called the hotel, she learned that wasn't true. As more stories are shared, Sam points out there's no instruction guide on how to leave a marriage. I'm saying this from firsthand. From sharing tears to laughing over Katrina's incredible final gift from her ex-husband, the camaraderie in the room is beautiful. It's especially touching to Sunny, who as the only woman in her family is not used to seeing it. She's also not used to being vulnerable, but this is as safe a space as any to share. Sunny recalls the end of her 15-year relationship after she returned to South Korea to look after her ailing mother, who sadly passed in January. When I came back, my partner already packed up and he's gone out of my life, she explains. The group's support in that moment is so special to her. I don't have any sisters, but they've become my sisters, she sobs. And finally, the cocktail party. Gara arrives late with a rose in hand, instantly sending the group into a frenzy. She recaps the puppies, the bear, the guns, it's a lot. Bear arrives, and to their disappointment, he's covered the arms in an, albeit dashing, suit. Katrina is feeling especially nervous today and is desperate to pull Bear for a conversation. As she makes her move, Jan swoops in. Bear grabs Sunny, giving her the chance to reveal some of her past. She tells him about her mother, who only recently passed, and Bear tells her about losing his mom in the same year as his wife. Sunny feels seen, heard, and like their connection is deepening yet again. Finally, it's Katrina's time. Unfortunately, that time requires a treacherous trek across vast lands, which does look a lot like the mansion's outdoor stairs. Her nerves definitely get the better of her, as their chat is more awkward giggle than meaningful conversation. Lastly, the rose ceremony. Katrina isn't super confident that her and Bear's arduous hike is enough to keep her safe tonight. He has 12 roses, and since Bianca and Gara already have one each, one lady will be packing her bags. As the names are called, Katrina and Hamida's fears intensify. With just one to go, Bear calls Katrina. Sadly, it is Hamida's time to go, but she's leaving with her head held high and a smile on her face. Tomorrow night, it's the first annual Golden Bachelor Charity Gala. Tune in to see all the women put on a show, liquor not required, but highly encouraged. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you all in the next video, take care.